Page 99, the dotted eighth note. I almost didn't give a lesson on this, and I thought, well, maybe I should at least explain a few things. I don't know. I don't know how well you're getting it. I don't know how well you understand dotted rhythms. The rule is the same. If you understand how the rule works, it doesn't matter what the notes are. It could be a dotted whole note for all I care. It doesn't matter. It's the same rule. The dotted note is the same as 3 of whatever the next note down is. So for a dotted eighth note, that's the same as 3 16th notes tied together. So however long an eighth note gets, it depends on the time signature. The dot just adds half of that value to it. That gets a bit tricky because in a lot of music you need to be exact. And in some music, the way it's written, you don't need to be exact. In a lot of classical music, there's cases where they would put in a dotted rhythm. Well, you could actually put in a triplet instead. And it was understood that you just play it more as a three feel rather than a dotted rhythm. And other times you just kind of play it as a dotted rhythm. Good luck trying to figure that out. But they give you a bunch of examples, and you're going to tap these out with your hands. The right hand does the top and left hand does the bottom, whatever. But take a look at number 3. Is where we have the hands together. It's in 4/4 time, and they're beaming these according to the beat. Makes sense? So the 2 eighth notes underneath, that each of those is a beat. 1 and 2 and. So it's 1 and 2 and. Whereas the dotted rhythms, you can see how the notes line up, and you see that 16th note comes in between the eighth notes. So it's 1, 1, pam, pam, pam. Don't turn it into triplets. Pam, 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 triple, triple. No. Dotted rhythms, that short note's got to be crisp. Pam, pam. And the feeling is always to hear, to hear. I've heard professionals, when they play pieces with dotted rhythms, is they'll put the emphasis on the short note. It's not supposed to be in most cases. It's supposed to be on the other note, unless you're playing jazz, in which case it is on the short note. Otherwise, here it should be to hear, pa-pam, pa-pam, pa-pam. Now go down to number 5. This is in 2/4 time, and you can see how the notes line up between them. The left hand gives 1 and 2 and 1. And the same thing. 1, 2, just keep it crisp. The 6/8 time at the bottom, well, an eighth note gets a count. So the dotted eighth note is going to get 1.5 counts. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 in the last measure, where you got 1, 2 eighth notes in the left hand, and you can see in the right hand how that lines up. There, on that. Just as long as you understand what they are, it's really important. But it works the same no matter what the note is.